juices are another way. Green smoothies are one of the best ways to get all the pound of greens into your diet per day. And fresh squeezed juices are another way to do that. Just in one juice, you can get a whole pound of green vegetables into one juice without too much effort at all. And so, like for me, on the days that I drink a smoothie and a juice, I'm getting like over a pound of vegetables just by drinking a smoothie and a juice of leafy greens. So I don't even have to, you know, I'll probably eat salad too, but you know, if you don't feel like chewing salad all day, chewing a pound of salad, this is a great way to get your green vegetables in, and also your other vegetables. Now, another juice, I'm making you a green juice today, but another juice you can try is like carrot juice. These are my two favorite juices that I make all the time. Carrot juice is, all I put in there is like 8 carrots and 2 apples and a chunk of ginger, like about this size, and a whole lemon. If you use organic lemons, you can juice the whole peel and everything. If it's not organic, I'd recommend peeling it because that's where all the pesticide residues are. But for the carrot juice, that's my fave. Just carrots, apples, ginger, and lemon, and it's so good. And I have that for breakfast all the time, and it just gets you going. Carrots detoxify your body. They also alkalize your body. The lemons are alkalizing. Apples have lots of insoluble fibers and soluble fibers in there that are going to help you with your digestion and your probiotic flora. So I can't give enough recommendations for juicing. If you don't have a juicer, you might want to check out Orson Gigi has a couple juicers that are really great. I like this juicer. It's because it's got a twin gear in there, so it's got two wheels that go like that, and it masticates the vegetables. And so what that does is it makes it so they're not oxidizing. Most vegetable juicers, they spin, so they like grate the vegetables and the fruits, and it spins, and it's like a centrifuge, and then the juice comes out. The disadvantage of that is all that oxygen that the juice is getting exposed to. It oxidizes the fruits and vegetables a lot faster. If you drink it right away, probably not a big deal. But this, because it's the masticating two blades that are crushing the fruit, they're not getting exposed to as much oxygen, so the juice will last a lot longer. So this juice will last like all day, whereas a centrifuge juicer will only last an hour or two. So just check out your juicer options and see what works best for you.
Is that when you do wheatgrass?
No. That's the one drawback for this one. It doesn't do wheatgrass at all. Jane, can you grab me, can you grab me just a bowl to catch stuff in here with? Thank you. So with the juicer, as long as you're getting organic fruits and vegetables, you can use the peel, the seeds, everything. Like I take off the stems of the apples because those don't really have a lot of nutritional value in them. But the seeds and the peels have lots of nutrition in them, so I don't recommend peeling or coring your fruits and vegetables. With the lemon, as long as it's organic, you just cut it in quarters, and thank you, cut it in quarters, and then, or however big you need it to get through your juicer, and I just put the whole peel in there and the seeds. Most of the nutrition in fruits and vegetables is just right in the layer that's right between the peel and the fruit. And so anytime you peel a fruit or vegetable, you're usually getting rid of the most nutritious part of it that's right there in between the peel and the fruit. So anytime you can use the peeling, use it. Just be aware that if it's not organic, that's where all the pesticide residues is on the peel. So just keep that in mind as well. For the ginger, I do peel the ginger just because it's a root vegetable, and there's not, the taste of the peel kind of ruins it. And also, it's hard to find organic ginger, so I peel the ginger, and you just put it in there like that. Same with the cucumbers. If they're organic, you just cut them small enough so that they'll fit through the juicer. And leave the peel and the seeds and everything. So we're gonna do, just kidding. There we go. Now there's, There's programs where people that have cancer or diabetes or life-threatening chronic illness, they go to these medical clinics, and what they do is they put them on juice and raw food diets, and they actually are reversing their cancer, they're reversing their diabetes, they're reversing their chronic illness. And the way they do it in large is by getting so much nutrition out of their vegetable juices that their body starts to heal itself. It creates an environment where the body can heal itself of whatever the disease is. It's also very alkalizing, and cancer, viruses, bacteria cannot survive in an alkaline environment. So by drinking lots of fresh juices, especially fresh green juices, you're lowering your insulin resistance. You're also creating an alkaline environment for your body. You're adding super nutrition to your diet. So just in one juice, you're getting as much nutrition as most people get in a whole day. And they're drinking these juices all day long. So anytime you're trying to heal from something or cleanse, I recommend getting as many greens in your diet as you can by 3 methods: juicing, green smoothies, and salads. And that is the best way to cleanse and alkalize your body and get as much nutrients in one serving of food as you usually get in a whole day. Now you see, one of the complaints people have about juicers is that they're hard to clean up. So they make the juice and they're just like, ugh, cleaning this thing is a pain and it takes a half hour. So as you're doing your research on which juicer to buy, I recommend reading reviews and seeing what people say about the cleanup value of the juicer. This one that I have, I love it. I've timed it like 3 minutes to clean it, so it's not that bad. Even 3 minutes though is too much time for most people. So just keep in mind that it does take a little extra work. Usually if I make juices in the morning, it takes me about a half hour, but I make enough juice for the whole day, and I just get a great big, either a quart bottle or the big 2-quart bottle, and I make enough juice for the whole day. And then I just keep it in the refrigerator in an airtight container, and then I'm drinking juice all throughout the day. So you only have to make it once, but you can benefit from it for the whole day. Any questions while I'm doing this? I just wanted to do this in front of you so you guys can see like the actual process of what it goes through to juice. Some people, they've never seen juicing happen before, so they have no idea what's involved or how much time it takes or how easy or hard it is. So I just wanted you to see how easy it can be. Now again, with the greens, I'm using kale here as my green of choice, but if you don't like the flavor of kale, you can use spinach or lettuce or anything, any green thing that you like. Cucumber juice and celery juice are 2 of the best things you can do for alkalizing, cleansing, and nourishing your body. Celery juice is very high in sodium, not sodium chloride, which is salt, but sodium, which is a mineral, an electrolyte mineral. So the healing juices that they use in the cancer centers have a base of celery and cucumber and greens, and then they just use a little bit of apples to sweeten it up. Again, it's an acquired taste. If you've never drank green juice before, you might not like it at first, but it's a case of, you know, like after you start drinking it for a while, your body just starts craving it because it's got so much nutrients in there that your body's probably been dying for a long time.
Now with that Pulp, do you make something with that?
You can. You can use it for like crackers, like if you make dehydrated crackers, you use that, especially with the carrots. The carrots and the apples are good for that. The kale, I find, the texture and the flavor doesn't work super well for that, but yeah, the carrot pulp works well, the apple pulp works well, and just depending on your taste buds, you can use the rest of it. So what I do is I just get a dehydrated cracker recipe and just mix that in as part of the dehydrated cracker recipe.
That would be good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if it's just the apples or sweet fruits, you can even put that in cereal, like the granola, and use it for that. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a little taste here. Now juice is all about taste balancing. Now the foam kind of comes up to the top. I don't like the foam, it makes me gag kind of, so we're just gonna scoop that off. No gagging allowed. For the pulp that you don't want to put in crackers or whatever, it's really great for like pets. If you mix it in with their food, it's a great way to get them fiber and vegetables. Also, just make sure like dogs can't eat garlic and onions, obviously, and know what your pets can eat. But it's great to mix in with pet food, and it's great for compost as well.
It's so concentrated, you almost have to put in a little less because otherwise it's too much for the animals.
Yeah, and the pulp, it's just mostly the fiber. Okay, that's a little bit. It's a little bit too kale, so I'm just going to put in a little bit more apple. And I think this is valuable to watch just so you can see how to balance the taste. So for me, that juice would be perfect because I've acquired a taste for green juices. For you, it probably is going to be a little bit. Yeah. Anybody else want?
Yes.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this, and then I'll put a little bit more apple in, and you can taste both of them. How about that? Here. I just need the little thing back, so here.
Good idea.
All right, so there's straight up, and I find that the kale flavor, you can cut it really easy with lemon and lime. So if it's too much bite from the kale, add more lemon, add more lime, add more apples, add more ginger. And also cucumbers and celery really cut the kale flavor as well. So when I forgot my celery. I packed everything and the celery got left at home. But if you make the base out of celery and cucumbers, that makes a nice kind of neutral tasting base, and then it kind of covers up the flavor of the kale. So adding that with the apples really works well. So you guys can taste that, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit milder with a little bit more cucumber and a little bit more apple, and you can taste both of them. You can taste like the mild one and the high-powered one. Also, if you water it down, like if it kind of upsets your stomach at first, most people aren't used to having that concentration of nutrients in their stomach. So if it upsets your stomach a little bit, just water it down. Add some water. Start with it really dilute, and then work your way up. And your body will have to kind of get used to having that much nutrition in there concentrated all at once. All right, so here's with a little more apple and cucumber. Now for me, when I'm making me a green juice, I use a whole head of kale, like a whole bunch of kale, and a cucumber, and like 3 or 4 pieces of celery, and an apple, and a big chunk of ginger. Like that's my green juice that I usually make. Another green juice that's really good is a cilantro lime green juice. And same thing, celery and cucumber base, and then you put a whole bunch of a package of cilantro and a few limes in there, and then kale, and that is also a really good way of getting your kale juice in there too. Totally cuts the flavor. Say that again.
If you want more substance.
Exactly. So basically green smoothie is this, but you're adding a lot of fiber into it. So for me, I have a health condition where I can't eat a lot of fiber. So I do a lot of juicing because I can't tolerate the fiber. But for other people, throwing all this into the blender and just making a smoothie out of it is actually a better option just because you're getting all the fiber in with it as well. You like it? Cool. Wow, you guys like the potent stuff. Usually it's just me that likes that and everybody else is like, oh my gosh, how can you drink that? Okay, so then you guys can taste the sweeter one with the extra cucumbers and apples. And if you're trying to get your kids to drink it, or a husband or somebody that's not into it, it helps to make it a little sweeter at first, and then again build up the greens and lower the fruits. And yeah, like you said, any of these recipes can be used as smoothies as well. Okay, let's taste this baby. It's good. I like it. See how you guys like it. So it's just that, like if you have one green smoothie per day and one of those per day, you've got your pound of greens in easy because you've got a bunch of kale, half a pound of spinach, and you're good for your day with greens. So Leslie back here was telling me about an eye doctor that was talking about how if he could get his patients to eat that much greens per day, that would resolve a lot of people's eye problems if they were eating that many greens per day, but he just didn't think it was possible. But it's, you know, it's pretty realistic if you're just thinking a juice and a green smoothie per day. That's like not unreasonable. They're tasty, they're easy to make, they're quick, and you can, the cool thing about the smoothies and the juices is I make them in the morning, stick them in the fridge, and then you can just, you don't have to drink it all at the same time, but you can just drink it throughout the day. You can put it in an insulated thermos and then it keeps it cold all day, and you don't want it to get warm or stay out in the oxygen or it'll oxidize, but keep it in an airtight container and you're all set for the whole day. And then if you add a salad onto that, you're doing even better. This has been a pretty fun class. Yeah, oh, we have a, oh, thank you.